So, peoples of the internet, the chibs of you, welcome to my Dead Space review. Did you like that? I hope you did. I put no effort into it whatsoever, much like my videos. Maybe not no effort, that's a bit unfair to myself, but here we are. This is the remake of Dead Space. Dead Space, or if you prefer, which back in the day would have meant it was a racing game, so I'd love to see a kart racer in the Dead Space universe, flying around the Pishimura as it crashes into the planet. Maybe when out in space have a kart track through the actual, systems and go flying down into... I'm talking shit. Yeah, I just want to, try to be funny, but... So, I'm sorry. Apologies in that. No, it's, the humour doesn't flow the way it used to in this depressing, dark, fiery time, 90 seconds to midnight, people, that's the doomsday clock. Well, the people of the Ishimura, it's 0 because they're well past fucked, do you know what I mean? They've all turned into these abominations of space and science mixed together, and some religious fanaticism as well, with the Church of Unitology. It really does sound like a Scientology thing, doesn't it? Are they ripping the piss at the Scientologists? I do hope so, because maybe Dead Space is a metaphor for Scientology, how the people that get, or any cult-like religion, when they get sucked in and they change and they get twisted and mangled into these monstrosities with sharp, bony, protruding limbs. I don't know, just a wild thought, It's come to my stark attention that I don't actually like to do traditional reviews. I just like to waffle on a lot of pish and then I go, in conclusion it's great, or in conclusion it's jobby, or you get the idea. So, let's talk about some of the differences. Now, this is a 1-to-1 remake with extras, so it's not really 1-to-1, it's like 1 to 1.5, okay? It's like what a remake should be. It's like the Resident Evil remake of the first game, where they added everything from the first game plus more, and then Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake happened and they cut things and then added annoyances through every campaign, like that big bastard with the fucking fedora. Every campaign he's in, that fucking is so annoying, it does my box in, I hate it. I wanted a campaign where I could feel a wee bit more relaxed. You're not going to feel relaxed in this game. This game is scary. It is well done. It is well made. It is atmosphere. You can cut the atmosphere with a knife and put it on a slice of bread and fry that bastard up for breakfast. Okay, smashing. We've actually managed to do something really good with the node system. It's like none of it's wasted now. Now you had these gaps in the original game where you just put a node in for nothing. They've done away with that. The kinesis and like the stasis modules are all part of the suit now, so you can, you don't need to worry about upgrading them separately, which I quite like. They've got upgrades for your weapons that you can unlock at benches. It just expands the nodes for them. The side missions, much like Dead Space 3, but don't let that put me off, because it's good. I wanted to leave it extra. That's what I expected my remakes to be extra. A nice seamless experience if you want. You experience the original game at a higher frame rate, fidelity, pish, all that jargon shite. The necromorphs take a wee bit more killing this time. You'll knock flesh off them first, and then you'll get into the meat and bone of the marrowbone jelly of cutting their limbs off, and sometimes it takes a wee bit extra. Sometimes you could cut an arm and a head off and that would kill it. Not this time, it might be an arm and a head and a leg. Maybe 2 legs and an arm and a head. You need to stomp it a few thousand times. I'm still iffy about this being called a survival horror because I really don't think it is. I don't remember in like Alone in the Dark and Resident Evil 1, 2 and 3 being able to go to shops and buying what you need. Alright, it's fucking expensive and up the prices, but they need to reflect the time, do you know what I mean? Everything's more expensive, so the bullets are more expensive than this. But that's no survival horror to me. Not a chance, mate. No. So I'm not agreeing with people that say this is survival horror. Fuck off, as far as I'm concerned. That's mean that in a nice way. You know, I don't mean it in an antagonistic way. Fuck off, you bastard. I just don't agree with you. And that's just my Scottish Viking sensibilities coming out going, oh you bastards! No, chill the piss. Or the yogurt, whatever you fucking... I hate yogurt. No I don't. Just plain yogurt I can't stand because it tastes like bad breath. Bad breath and jobby sprinkles, that's what it tastes like to me. Greek yogurt. Fuck off, man. I'm gonna face a necromorph and eat Greek yogurt. What else? The soundtrack's really good, but I have to say, someone go and get sued because it sounds exactly like Alien at places. And then you'll have like, remember what it did with the Doom in the PS1 where it was just noises? You'll get that, you'll just get noises and you'll hear distant screams throughout the ship. And then the ship will like sort of, you can hear it bowing and sort of creaking and it's like, I like this a lot. And then you'll have to go to engineering and do your engineering stuff and like people were complaining, how come Nicole looks so old? I said, well, the same with Isaac, they've aged those two characters to be the same age as our voice actors. And I believe they're using the voice actors' faces now. So Isaac Clarke's now a ginger. From what I can tell, he takes his helmet off every now and again to talk to people. That's another big change. He talks through the entire game when he never uttered a word in the original Dead Space. So I like the change. Okay. But yeah, that's why they look older, because they are older. That's fine. Don't see what difference it makes. I'm happy with it. Obviously, with really liking this remake, I want them to remake 2 and 3. And the main thing with 3 was the awful weapon crafting shite. Get rid of that, put that in the bin, just make it a streamlined, well, weapon wise streamlined Dead Space game. Because I like the planet, I like being on the Tower of Atlantis and it's all the thing. I'm not really keen on the human enemies, and maybe they could find a way to cut that out or just cut it down. Maybe make it a cutscene or some shit, I don't know. But we'll need to find that out on their own, because I'm not a game designer, so... But yeah, I really like this game. It's bloody good. In fact, I think it's so good that it's probably a Game of the Year contender for little old me. I know it's very early in the year, it's only just about to hit February, but I still think it's a bloody good game and should be considered because it looks great, runs great, sounds great. You feel like you're in the shit with this game and you're muddying through it with Isaac. It's great. It's tense and I need to take breaks playing it. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? That's the way the shit biscuit shoddies out the arse and splats on the floor and it sometimes hits the wall too. Anyway, good night folks, and in space no one can hear you engineer things.